Hey everybody, my name is Erin Gylfe. I'm involved with the youth group here as well as the worship team. You've probably seen me up there. If you haven't seen me around for a while, it's because I've been at UC Davis since September, my first year. But I miss everybody at Hope Chapel so much, and I can't wait to see everybody. Today I'm going to be sharing, many of you may have seen it already. I put it into words and shared it on my social media a couple weeks ago. It's basically just my experience with this whole ordeal and how I've been encouraged during this time. So it's going to be revolved around 2 Timothy 1:7, which says in New King James Version, "For God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." I've read this verse many times in the past, but it's encouraged me a lot during this time, more so than ever. So about a little more than a month ago, I had a really stressful week, and that was my greatest concern in life. I had 4 midterms coming up, February 26th through 28th, all within 3 days of each other. At the time, I was super ready for winter quarter to be over. It was a hectic one. I was in way too many units, and it was crazy. But I was so excited for spring quarter. I was finally used to living away from home. I had an amazing group of friends that I was so excited to do everything with. And I was finally going to be efficient in my study because I had finally figured out this whole college thing. Then March 10th rolled around, and I found out that my winter quarter finals were going to be online. I wasn't too incredibly shaken up by that because it didn't seem very major in the moment. But then everyone started leaving, including myself. I went home early and took my finals online at home. And then only 4 days later, March 14th, I found out that my whole spring quarter is going to be online. And I was a bit shaken up. I felt like I was losing everything that I had built up in the past 2 quarters. My independence. Up until this point, for the past 2 quarters, all decisions had been more on me than ever. Yes, I could call my parents and ask for advice, but they're ultimately up to me. And I was doing my own laundry. I had never had to do that before. Thank you, Mom. And friendships. I became really close with my roommates, and leaving them was really hard. And I've been involved with the Navigators in UC Davis. I've made so many great friends in that, and leaving them, again, really hard. And senior friends, what, am I never going to see them again? Many questions. And my confidence that I can actually do college successfully. All throughout high school, I was scared that I wouldn't be able to do it. But these past 2 quarters have proved high school me wrong. I can, in fact, do it, and successfully. Now I'm officially moved out of my dorms, and it's weird. But newsflash, God is still so good. I wasn't expecting to move out of my dorms until mid-June. And my roommates and I always avoided the topic because we didn't want to think about leaving our dorms looking like we were never there. But it came earlier than expected, and it was just as weird, just as sad. But what I've learned from this whole experience is that things don't always go as we expect them to, and they rarely do, actually. But despite this, they always go how God's planned them to. A phrase that has stuck by me throughout this whole experience is that God saw this coming. He knew that my spring quarter would be online when I committed to UC Davis. He knew that I would only get 2 quarters in the dorms. He knew that I would have to leave my friends for 7 months until September. And he knew all the emotions that this would ignite in me. He knew COVID-19 was coming before it came. To God, there are no surprises, and I found so much comfort in this during this time, more so than ever, and I hope the same for you. As 2 Timothy says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And I will not let fear drive me in this time. There are going to be so many trials and tribulations because, guys, we're living in unprecedented times, but Jesus is our hope, and God is so much greater. And I pray that you place your hope in Jesus in this time. John 16:33 says, "These things I have spoken to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world." God is so much greater. He has overcome the world. Place your hope in Jesus in this time. I can't wait to see you, Hope Chapel. Have a great day, great week. I'm so excited to see you. Bye.